Hello and welcome to the 9th part of the Waterlust Sailing Canoe building series. Today from a little bit different perspective, because I'm sitting at my PC and I'm looking at different sailing canoes and I'm trying to figure out what color my boat's going to have. I think the best way of doing this is just having a look at already existing boats. For example, here's a picture of the two originals, which have wooden decks and a light blue hull. And I really like the idea of the wooden deck, I love it, but I would also like to have a wooden hull, but I don't think wooden hull and wooden deck looks good. So I decided to paint the hull. It's gonna be white. It's not gonna be a pure white like the deck of the paper jet, but it's gonna be a little bit creamy white, so it should fit our cream sails. And I'm also going to grab some thinner to thin the paint down and to roll it onto the boat. Yeah, I'm going to order this now and then you will see me again in my little garage. Do you need something? Let's build it! I'm going to start to varnish the underside of the boat, so first primer it and then adding the varnish itself. It's going to be white. Took quite a while to decide what color or if even a color or to clear coat it, but I'm going with a creamy kind of white. So it should look pretty good afterwards. So you just saw me put on the first coat of primer onto the boat. I'm going to wait until this is dry, maybe 1 or 2 days, and then sand it so it's nice and flush and no runners in it and nothing. And then I'm going to put another coat of primer over it and then paint it, and you're just going to see the progress. So 2 coats of paint are on the boat. It's actually the texture of rolling the paint out is quite thick, so I think what I'm going to do, what I started already in front here, I'm going to sand it down with 400 grit sandpaper, doing it wet so it gets smooth. And then after everything's flush, I'm going to paint it one last time, one final coat where I mix in more thinner, so the coat gets thinner and hopefully it's going to end up a little bit nicer and smoother than these here. But yeah, I started already with the front here, as you can see. It's quite a difference in comparison to the not sanded part. Going to do this for the whole boat. Going to be busy for the next 3 hours and then going to do the last coat of paint. So back here, wasn't careful, have quite some big runners. Hope you can see them on the camera. I'm going just to remove them with some more gritty sandpaper, trying to be careful not to remove the primer underneath there. So I can vanish the last time over it as of the rest of the boat, and this looks nice too, because like this it just looks awful. But yeah, grab some sandpaper. This looks a lot better already. Gonna stop it here because I'm starting to get on the wood, but runner is almost gone. Nice. So we did the entire boat. All the rough texture is gone. It's still not perfect. You can see it's still a little bit gritty, but I think this is good enough. If you have the possibility to spray paint your boat, I would definitely recommend it because it's just far better and less work. I don't have the possibility, sadly, so I'm rolling it. It's okay too. With the paper jet, the other boat I built, link is there. I really put in a lot of work and tried to sand it perfectly, but I was like doing it for 2 or 3 weeks and my wrists were just gone afterwards. I'm not going to do this with the Waterlust because it's not a performance boat and I think it's not worth this work. So that's what it is. Now I'm going to put on the last coat of paint. The third and last coat of paint is on the boat. It's looking quite good. Just 4 hours on there, so it's dry but not fully cured yet. Yeah, it's looking nice. It's not perfect, it's rolled on. If you can spray paint it, then spray it because it's just way easier and gives a better result. But I'm happy with this, that's okay for me. So I'm going to let this cure for the next week, so it's fully hard and doesn't get any marks when I turn the boat over. Next week I will flip the boat over again and then I can start to finish the deck, so sand it again and vanish it, and we also need to do the little opening for the trunk in the front. And then I think, if I didn't forget anything, the boat is on the building side done. Quite incredible, just a little bit speechless. But just the building side is not everything, so after the boat is done we will still need to do the spars, which will be an episode. We also need to get the Hubi drive, which I'm hopefully going to be able to test at their little store in Germany when the corona restrictions are a little bit less than they are at the moment. And we need to figure out how to lay out the hardware, all the blocks and cleats and all of the stuff. That's gonna be a rather big project as well, and we have to build or buy a seat and fit it into the boat, where I'm not fully sure how I'm going to do this yet. But all of this is something for later, so this is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please hit that like button. This helps really a lot. And if you are not subscribed yet, then subscribe so you don't miss out upcoming videos. I thank you for watching and see you.